Welcome to this explainer. Running a modern data center is, well, it's a massively high-stakes game. The health, security, and efficiency of your entire operation depend entirely on your ability to see exactly what's happening under the hood. You simply can't fix what you can't see, right? So today, we're breaking down the SuperCloud Composer Release 3.12.0 Logs User Guide. We're going to explore exactly how this system allows administrators to master their data center's operational state through highly detailed log management. Our focus today is zeroed in completely on the Supermicro SuperCloud Composer, or SCC, log management ecosystem. Everything we discuss is native to this specific environment, and we'll be looking at how this platform empowers operatives to harvest, filter, and really act on incident reporting events.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap. 1. The power of logs. 2. Navigating the interface. 3. Exporting and deleting events. And 4. Searching and viewing logs.
Section 1. The power of logs, understanding operational state.
So in SCC, a log is definitely not just some random text dump. It's a highly structured record of operating system events, user activities, tasks, and messages. And why does this actually matter to us? Because log collection is literally the vital tool for understanding your data center's operational state. Whether you're enforcing strict governance, generating compliance reports for an audit, or just maintaining general serviceability, these logs are your definitive source of truth.
And I gotta say, I absolutely love the granularity here. The incident reporting scope is massive. SCC doesn't just look at the servers, it lets operatives drill down to a specific component, server, or rack level. We're talking about everything from baseboard management controllers, BMCs, to in-rack and in-row coolant distribution units, sidecars, huge cooling towers, PDUs, and even specific user activities and initiated tasks. It's just comprehensive coverage, the whole shebang.
So how do we actually find all this stuff? Well, the interface is super neatly organized right in the data browser on the left side of your screen. By clicking on Event in this navigation view, a drop-down menu pops up, giving you direct access to all those hardware categories we just mentioned. You just click on BMC or in-rack CDU and boom, you are immediately taken to that specific incident log.
Section 2. Navigating the interface. Essential tools.
All right, once you're staring at an object list, you'll want to train your eye to the top right side of the screen. First up is the reload icon. It looks exactly like you'd expect, 2 arrows forming a circle. This is your quick hit button to instantly refresh the content and pull the latest events based on whatever your current requirements are.
Right next door to that is the display icon, shaped like an eye. Simple, but honestly, absolutely critical for customizing your workspace. It lets you adjust exactly how the event content is presented on your screen, making sure you only see what's actually relevant to your workflow right then and there.
And finally, we have the magnifying glass, the search icon. Now this is the real heavy lifter. Clicking it doesn't just pop open a basic text box. It unlocks powerful report filters, lets you manage table sorting, and allows you to resize table columns. It is exactly how you cut through the noise when you're dealing with thousands of logs.
Section 3. Exporting and deleting events. Log lifecycle management.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is when you look at a fully populated BMC event log dashboard, notice how clearly the severity levels pop out. You've got info, OK, and those bright red critical alerts staring back at you, like a 12-volt upper critical assertion. This is where administrators live when they're monitoring hardware health and prepping those compliance reports. When audit time rolls around and you gotta pull these logs, the process is super structured. Step 1, hit that export icon. Next, step 2, you've got 3 choices. Export by your specific selection, filter by a time frame, or simply just grab everything. Finally, step 3, review your action in the pop-up window and click Submit. Now, if you go with the by filter route, this is exactly what's going to pop up. The system prompts you to define the time frames by timestamp. You literally just punch in a start date and an end date. It even gives you a handy little total count at the bottom so you know exactly how many events, in this case 238, you're about to export.
Okay, hold on. Before we even touch deleting logs, we really need to pause here. The manual explicitly throws down this stark warning. Log entries will be permanently purged and unrecoverable. Be sure to archive log data in advance. Guys, there is no recycle bin here. When they're gone, they are completely gone.
When you actually go to purge those logs, this is the literal warning screen you're going to face. The system throws up this bright pink caution block to make absolutely sure it has your attention. Whether you are deleting by selection, by time frame filter, or just wiping the whole slate clean, this screen forces you to stop, review the time frame, and actively click that pink delete button.
Section 4. Searching and viewing logs. The Data Center Detective. Let's move to and see how this builds in a real-world troubleshooting scenario. Take a look at this in-rack CDU event list. Look closely at the top message. It's a critical alert for a CH1 external leak sensor error. In a data center utilizing liquid cooling, a leak sensor alert is literally as high stakes as it gets. You absolutely need to be able to find this information instantly. To find that specific needle in the haystack, hitting the search icon opens up these distinct fields. You can filter by severity, like isolating only the critical or warning alerts. You can search by specific message text, the device location, the actual IP address, or the timestamp. Now, it's vital to note that you can fill out just one field or all of them. But if you use multiple fields, the system applies an AND condition, which means the event has to match all the criteria you just entered. And here's what that search UI actually looks like in practice, sitting right above your log list. You literally just type into the blanks or use the drop-downs and hit Enter. But here's a great little pro tip straight from the manual. If the event list happens to be completely empty, that search magnifying glass icon is actually disabled. Basically, you can't search an empty list. So, the absolutely crucial point to take away here is that these static log entries, they aren't isolated from your live environment. As you're scrolling through the logs, the location and IP address columns actually contain clickable links.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what happens when you click one of those location links. SCC immediately drops you right onto the live system page for that precise piece of hardware. You can instantly check the system processor, the current graphical health status, and right down below it, the specific event type that triggered the log in the first place. It brings your entire troubleshooting flow full circle, from a static log entry straight to live physical hardware monitoring.
We've definitely covered a lot of ground today, from the sheer scope of SCC's monitoring to the exact clicks you need to export, search, and trace a critical alert straight back to its source. But I want to leave you with one final, kind of provocative thought to chew on regarding your own operations. Are you actively archiving your event logs before hitting delete, or are your data center's critical past alerts just gone forever? It is for sure a question worth answering before your next audit rolls around. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.